What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video. So today is an update on the boss pet hunt challenge, however you want to call it. And as you'll see from the background, I have finally made a little bit of progress on the challenge itself. We have gotten the Legio pet. The pet that I got is the Legio the Quartus pet. I don't know exactly what the name of the pet is actually called, but it's called Quartless or Quartius, something along those lines. Either way, it's the Ascension pet, Legio pet Quartus, from the Quartus key. Obviously, it should be key number 4. It is the first one I have out of all of the pets in the Legio boss rooms, but with that being obtained, we now get to take a break from killing the Legio bosses and head on to our next pet, which, for the background footage, you hopefully can tell is the King Black Dragon. Now, as I've said in previous videos, the whole way I'm doing the pet hunt is doing the Legio bosses one at a time, getting one pet, then taking a turn off and going into a different pet, getting that pet, then going back to Legios. Now, eventually, I'm going to have to end up at DKs. So at one point I will probably be bouncing back between DKs and Legios. I hope it doesn't become too tedious and boring, but I think it will be it will work out fine towards the end of everything. But I don't really have much of a loot video to really show for the Legios, as they only drop the Ascension bows. But what I do have is my Ascension bow sheet, which I've been keeping tabs of, and I have made so far 1, 2, 3 bows, and then I have half a bow in the bank right now. Now, the bows themselves, obviously, I've said before, they don't make much money. First one losing about 60 mil, next one breaking even about, but probably losing about 4 mil, 5 mil supplies, and same with the third one. So I'm down a bit of money on the Legios, but that's not a problem. I don't do that for money, I do them for the pet, and that's how it's always going to be. So I will actually put in a clip of the bank loot I have so far from the KBD right now, and this is all after about 1,050 kills or so, right around there. You'll see by the Black Dragon hide how many kills I have. I do have an added 50 kills on the counter because that's what I've started at, but I've been banking back the hides of the Black Dragon with the importance of something, restoration or something along those lines from divination. Level 99 divination is required for those ones, but you can make them at a lower tier as well. They automatically bank back your dragon hides for you as you pick them up off the ground, so it's a really nice way to keep track of your kills. And also, dragon hides are worth about 5k a piece, so you have 1,000 times 5k is about 5 mil, so it's a good amount of money. I do have one Dragon Rider glove drop, which is out of 1,000, so I really wasn't expecting many, if any, of those, so that was quite a nice surprise. I have a lot of dragon meds and a lot of other random stuff, a lot of KBD heads. I don't show the KBD heads in this video because they're not actually part of my drop tab, as I believe I had 7 prior to this, and then I started collecting them again from this as well, which I think I've had 5 or 6 drops so far, which is kind of different. But getting back to the actual KBD itself, like I said, I have over 1,000, so that brings me to my second threshold. So at the moment, I believe my drop rate for the KBD pet is 1 in 625, which is actually a rather nice drop rate. I can deal with that one. I've been kind of AFK, not AFK in KBD, but in a sense kind of just taking it easy with them with Revolution, Drygores, and Void. Not using Overloads, but using Soul Split and Turmoil, and then obviously Super Anti-Fires to keep myself from dying, which I've been forgetting to drink sometimes and ending up flat on my face. Not a good thing to do, considering death likes to take my money. But aside from that though, we are continuing on with the KBD pet hunt. The Legio boss is done 1 out of 6. After we get the KBD, we'll go back to Legio pet hunting and making bows. But for the time being, I will be at KBD. Be sure to keep in touch on Twitter if you want to see how this is going while I'm on my off time. And that's going to do it for this video though, guys. Thank you all for listening to the little bit of an update on the boss pet hunt. And I'll see you in the next one.